I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost.
The clip which you just heard is from Charlie Chaplin, in which he is trying to tell the world how the world has changed in terms of getting the new technology and how humanity is fading away. So with further ado, let's move on. Today we'll be talking about 4 wisdom lessons which Charlie Chaplin has left to the world. And I want to tell you, Charlie Chaplin is one of the greatest actors the world has ever seen. Charlie Chaplin lived a life of 88 years in which he has shared his experiences. And these 4 things which he's sharing are, I think, one of the most fundamental tips anyone can use in his life. So without further ado, let's start. The first thing he says that nothing lasts in this world forever, be it our problems. So what he's trying to say here, that anything which becomes a challenge in your life will not last long, as the world will not last long. But the learning in this statement, what we can get is that if you are in some sort of a problem, your problem will only last till the time you don't work out a solution towards it. And the moment you get a solution towards your problem, it won't last. So the message in this statement, what he's trying to give, that if you think that your problems are never ending, you are not looking at the right way. Because if you think that your problem is never ending, you're not looking at it the right way. So what you need to do is find a solution towards your problem and make your life progressive further. Because if you will never find a solution towards your problem, you will be stuck in that situation. Next, what he talks about, that I love the rain as no one can see my tear. Such a powerful statement which he's trying to give. What he's trying to say here in this statement is that if you feel depressed, if you feel low in life, you should not look for engagement, you should not look for encouragement outside. You need to look for encouragement inside you. And if you see, the whole point here is that strong people do not depend on others to make them happy. Your happiness is within yourself, what he's trying to say in this statement. So if you feel that you are depressed, if you feel that you are low, you need to find the reason within yourselves rather than looking outside, because happiness is a state and your happiness is inside you, rather it's outside. So it's a very powerful statement which people should think about, because when he says that I love the rain as no one can see my tears, is a statement where he's trying to say that whenever I'm feeling low, I look at myself inside rather than looking outside and make myself happy. Because if you see, Charlie Chaplin is one character in the world who made everyone happy all his life. We all laughed when he was talking. Next, what he talks about, the lost day in the world is a day when we don't laugh. Obviously, when you laugh, you release dopamine. And dopamine is something which makes you happy, which opens your mind, which makes you think wider. But because if you don't find that happiness in the first statement, second statement she was talking about, you will always be depressed. But if you laugh, if you look at your problems and laugh also, you would be able to conquer them. So make sure that you have the element of laughing in your life. And as he said, the most lost day in the world is the day you don't laugh. So make sure that we all laugh every day. Be it at our problems, be it at our psychological situation, be it at any situation which brings us to that dead end and we feel that, oh, what will I do? You should have that sort of courage to laugh it off and work towards it. Next, what he says, 6 best doctors in the world, as per Charlie Chaplin. The first doctor, what he says, is the sun, which is very important, because what he's trying to say here, that if you are in the sun, sun is something which is a source of vitamin D, sun is a source of inspiration, sun is something which is light. And when you are in the sun, it would give you a lot of openness. Your mind will open. You would have a lot of avenues to think about. So make sure that we have this doctor number one in our life, which is sun. Next, what he talks about is rest. Rest is equally important, because if you don't rest properly, your functionality in life will never be correct. So make sure that rest is significant in our life. As everyone says, the minimum resting as a human being in 24 hours we need is 8 hours. So make sure that you are well rested in every day when you go out in the world to fulfill your dreams. The third doctor, what he talks about is exercise. Obviously, having a good exercise, a good physique will actually help you do more than the others. But if you do not exercise, do not maintain a healthy lifestyle, your lifespan, much things which you have dreamed about or which you think you are capable of. The next thing what she talks about is your diet. Obviously, if you see around the world, majority of the people who are suffering health problem is through your diet. So we need to be very particular what we eat, when we eat, and how we eat. So we need to be very particular in our life that I need to be cautious of what we eat and how I eat. Because if you eat well, it will complement your exercise which you do, and then it further will complement your mental health, and you would be able to outperform a lot of other people in life. The next doctor, what he talks about is self-respect. Because if you do not have self-respect for yourself, how would you self-respect, or how would you respect others in your life? So make sure the element of self-respect is always there in your life, be it in your relations, be it in your family, friends, anything. So self-respect is utmost important, because if a person without self-respect is just like an empty vessel. So one needs not to be an empty vessel. One should be a very composed person who has a lot of self-respect in his life. The last doctor which he talks about is friends, because friends is one of the biggest relation a human being makes other than his blood relation. Because friends are your source of happiness, friends are your source of inspiration, friends are your source of giving you ideas, suggestions, a lot of things. But a person who has no friends will always be lonely, will always long for people to be with him. So always make sure you have good friends, and those friends can help you further. And the wisest thing here, what I would like to add is, if you have 4 friends or 3 friends which are very close to you and genuine friend, it is better than having 1,000 friends. In today's world, we tend to say that I have a lot of friends, but eventually we don't. What you need to earn here is real friends who are there in your thick and thin. So that's the 4 statements which Charlie Chaplin has given to the world. And I feel these are such strong statements, and if we start to follow them, or if we start to use them as a reflection to our life, we would be very grateful to him and to ourselves as well, that we are leading a very successful life. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching that video, and stay tuned for more. Take care. Bye bye.